So my name is Kate Allgood. I'm the founder of Quantum Performance, a high-performance coaching firm specializing in the mental training of high performers, including athletes, people in the military, as well as business executives. In this video, I want to build off of my last two videos, which were on mental toughness. The first video for this month of May was just defining mental toughness and what it is. Last video, I went into confidence and how it is a part of the puzzle for mental toughness. Today I want to be talking about refocus. And the reason I wanted to talk about refocus when it comes to mental toughness, because it is the second most difficult mental skill for this topic. Confidence is definitely the first one, but refocusing is the second one. It's very, very difficult a lot of the time once our focus has been lost to regain it, and that's what this video is going to address today. As we all know, refocusing is extremely difficult. And one of the reasons why it is so difficult is because of our emotional response to something. Usually our emotions are what kind of pull us away from being able to focus effectively when we need to. And our inability to refocus really impacts many things, because if we're not focusing on the right thing, it doesn't matter how motivated we are, our motivation isn't going to be directed in the right way. So what I've written on the board here are three of the probably top reasons why it is difficult for people to refocus, or what gets in the way of someone being able to refocus. The first one, as you can see, is anger. Anger pulls our focus outward in nature and then onto the source of our anger. So in athletics, that could be on the ref, for example. Maybe a referee has made a bad call, and now a player's focus is on that bad call, that referee, and because it is associated with being angry, it's very difficult for that person then to pull their focus back to just stepping up to the plate and hitting a ball, or just going out there and doing what they need to do in order to score a goal. Okay, so officials sometimes can definitely cause that emotion of anger and making it very difficult to refocus. Anxiety is another way that we lose our ability to refocus, or I should say causes us to have more difficulty to refocus. And with anxiety, what happens is we go inward, obviously, and we start to think about worries, fears, doubts, the what ifs. And when we're doing that, our focus probably isn't on the right thing, because our focus is on the worries, the doubts, the fears, the what ifs. And no matter what you're doing, nothing really, probably a point in time in anything, does your mind need to be on those factors, or will it really improve your performance if they are on those factors? Every once in a while, I'll be honest, when I sit here with a client in my office, we do go over the what ifs, but it's a time and place where we have to do that in a very structured, as well as positive, I don't want to say positive, but structured and productive manner, so that they can and we can create solutions to these potential what ifs that could happen in maybe a competitive situation or in any situation, so that they can be dealt with very efficiently and effectively, so they don't lose their focus in that moment. But in that moment, their focus definitely shouldn't be on the worries and the what ifs. The third thing that you can see up there on the whiteboard is control. And as humans, we love control. We love to feel like we are in control. Or sometimes, for some people, maybe they feel like they don't have control. Either way, control is a topic that definitely impacts the ability to focus and to refocus. A lot of the time, people want things to look a certain way. And as soon as something happens that takes them off the path they thought they should be on, they lose that ability to maintain focus on what they should, and they're now focused on the fact that it isn't going as perfectly as they had hoped it would go. And that's huge, because there's no certainty in life. Things are never really going to go the way that you plan them to go. We can plan, we can be prepared, but then there is an element of needing to relinquish control, let go, and let things kind of unfold before us, and adapt as we need to in order to perform at our very best. So now that we've gone over the different areas that can impact our ability to refocus, let's look at how do we help with these things so that we can be better at refocusing. No matter if it's anxiety, anger, or control is impacting you and your ability to refocus, meditation is huge, because it allows us to calm our mind. It allows us to learn to refocus and not allow distracting thoughts to take us away from our point and focus within a meditation. It's also been shown that the areas of the brain that are responsible specifically for anxiety, fear, and worry reduce in size, which means we feel less of that emotion when we have meditated on a regular basis. So specifically for that, number 2, anxiety, meditation is huge. Anger, though, it's also very big, because with anger we have to have that ability to kind of calm down and to ground ourselves, and meditation is something that, when done over a period of time and very regularly, helps us to also do that in a moment. Another way to help with refocusing is creating routines, or creating a way of approaching something so that we can focus effectively. There are going to be things that will get in your way and will want to pull you away from what you should be focusing on. There are going to be distractions in anything that you do. And the important thing is, if you know what some of those distractions might be in advance and plan for them, you can then create a plan to make sure that you follow a structure or a routine that helps you maintain the focus that you need to in a given situation. And I work a lot with this with my athletes to make sure that they have the groundwork in place so that they can stay as focused as they can potentially be in any given moment. So to sum up, 3 causes or things that impact our ability to refocus are anger, anxiety, and control. 3 ways that we can help address these things are meditation, creating routines or structure around making sure that we have a set way to go into something so that we can focus effectively, as well as learning to relinquish control once we are now entering into a situation where planning and preparation is no longer necessary. We've done all the planning and all the preparation, and then we kind of have to let go. This is especially true in something like athletics. You can plan and prepare as much as you can up until the competition begins, but then when the competition begins, a lot of things are outside of your control, and you kind of have to learn to just let go and relinquish that need for control and trust yourself to be able to adapt the way that you need to and can in that given situation. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me. You have my contact information at the bottom of this video right now. Always feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys all soon in the next video.